3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota going deep downfield for Wrong. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Mayfield down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check right, check right. Double tight, guys, double tight. 40, check. 57's the mic. Watch that.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score 7. Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught by Roberts. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Better Chris. Smooth. I'm letting you know right now. You better.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, Mariota. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mariota. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
180! Focus, defense, focus. Up. 57's the match.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. To throw Mariota. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Callaway on the return. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Say, 133. King. I got it.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now this throw caught left side. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. 51's
Here's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Check, 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 check. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch.
Alert, 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 alert. What's up?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At the 8-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mariota. Got a man in That's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mariota. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long hit comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Run.
Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready, 50 seconds, come on. Get ready.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
50 seconds.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
General West.
Get wide. Switch.
Alert, 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 alert.
55 mark, guys. 55.
From the 29, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cleveland.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Check three. Bang.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
26-yard line.
Double time. Everyone, you got four down.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
And the Browns, first down.
Set, 180.
Watch the run. Check 24.
Hey, alert.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Chubb. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Mayfield. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
36.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
King.
Check back. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Let's go,
Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
29 is the Mike.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, Delta. Topper, head up.
2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they get clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of filth. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
I got him. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mariota now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, and they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Hey, alert 33.
Check, check. Press down.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check safety, check.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bengals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
20.
I'm trying to collect.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.